Oil prices continued the October rally, which started way back when on October 3rd. It's been about a 7% rally. We have seen our ups and downs, but ultimately oil prices have steadily risen. We are now nearing, we're not quite there yet, but we are nearing the 50% retracement of the year-to-date range, just above 56 bucks. So right now that is kind of where we're going to look for first real resistance, but ultimately the fundamentals are now pushing this around. Obviously global growth has always been a story, and obviously production has been a story over in the United States, but now hearing what's going on with OPEC has sort of given the market a little bit of a move, and so we're starting to see that trend extend, and likely will continue to do so until we get some clarity, which probably won't come until December. But right now in the short term, looking at today, oil prices have been mixed over the last several days. We did see a little bit of a move higher today, as we should have given the rumor mill. And if you look at what's happening with the positioning, speculator longs, they got out big time in early October as prices were descending. We saw a lot of running for the exit type trade. And as we got to those lows, and I think at this point we're starting to see speculators hold steady. So they didn't get all the way out. They're still holding on to some, but I think at this point waiting for the dust to settle on what will be likely a very bullish event for oil. They want to make sure they're in there. So yes, they've let go of some of their longs. Maybe they're going to get another chance to buy lower. It doesn't seem that way with the way this thing's been trending since early October. However, oil is a very fickle commodity like many of them, and it only takes 1 or 2 seconds to turn things around very quickly. But what is the news that's driving oil here? Well, some of the whisper talk, OPEC's going to cut production again, and that will likely be one of their tools in the toolbox that they've used in the past to support prices and start to see higher moves, and that would be no different here, especially when we talk about global growth getting marked down lower and lower, talking about the U.S. producing more and more, and so they've got a little bit of competition going, and certainly from taking a step back from the market, it needs something to push it. And if we're not going to get it on the demand side, we might want to try it on the production side, and that's what they're going to do again. So if you start to see them pull back, and they're getting a lot of agreement from a lot of the non-OPEC members as well, it seems to be flying colors. That would be one reason why we've seen this steady higher move. Also another reason why the speculators want to hold on to some of those longs. But certainly that won't get that type of news until December when OPEC next meets. So we have a little time between now and then, and things could get a little rocky. I think ultimately right now the global growth story has been very well priced into oil. And I think as we look ahead over the next month or so, it'll be a lot of back and forth talk between OPEC, how much they're going to cut, when they're going to cut, if they're going to cut. And that will drive oil prices higher. Don't think we're going to see a spike at this point, and obviously they're preparing the market for any news, and we still have a few months to get there. So oil prices continue the trend, and likely will do so in the days and weeks ahead as December becomes a big target and potential production cuts from OPEC.